Listeners, I am Adnan Akhtar and the segment is Student of the Week. Today we have the privilege of having a student who has achieved a lot in a fairly young age. From a biomedical engineer to a public speaker, she has achieved a lot being a student. I welcome Fatima Saima Ahmed to our segment. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah. What about you?
I'm doing good. Well, starting formally, Saima, tell us about your educational background from your preliminary education to your graduation.
Well, I started schooling from St. Michael's Convent School. Officially, that's how I started from KG1 directly. Oh. And then I went to Sri Lanka. I continued at Royal International over there. They promote a lot of co-curricular activities. And then I came back. Yes, when we come to university, Pakistan's, of course, much better.
Enlighten us with your achievement in the co-curricular area.
In co-curricular, well, I used to take part in table tennis during my college days. Other than that, cricket and stuff as a child. And I also take part in public speaking, debating and stuff. I've won many competitions. I won the first prize at the HEC All Sindh contest. This was the first time that Sayed University won the first prize. And now we're looking forward to the final All Pakistan in Islamabad, inshallah. Other than that, I also won third prize in declamation contest at the ECW and, many others.
MashaAllah.
That is also when I was selected by Shoaib Ahmed Siddiqui, the Secretary of the Minister of Youth Affairs, to represent as a volunteer during the 100-member Chinese youth delegation to Pakistan. So that was something like we acted like their guides and took them all around the place, taught them about the Pakistani cultures and mingled with them a lot.
That's so nice. So how did you manage between your studies and activities and yet maintain a nice GPA?
Well, it was not that difficult. I tried not to miss my classes. I took my classes regularly and, practiced for the other activities when I was free.
And what about your higher education?
Higher education. I've just graduated in Biomedical Engineering and with a 3.88 CGPA in my 7th and 8th semester. And inshallah, I hope to proceed with education and research, inshallah.
Out of so many fields, why did you choose to be a biomedical engineer?
I think there's a lot of research going on in biomedical engineering. Nowadays, I think even the electronics, be it electrical, we always find some bridge between medicine with it. When we talk about research, we have a lot of DNA computing, a lot of DNA nanotechnology, a lot of things coming up with the biological side. So I find that is a really hot field nowadays and that has a lot of scope. That's the reason I took it, because I love the subjects.
It is known that the project you opted for in the final year won several prizes. Tell us about it. What makes your project so special that it won awards from various places?
Well, our project, when we started up, we got a lot of discouragement because such machines are not even manufactured in Pakistan. It's very difficult and very expensive.
So actually, what was that?
It's a centrifuge machine which has the capability of separating your nucleic acids. Nucleic acids include your DNA and RNA. And you need, basically it's a motor that rotates, which causes components in compounds to separate from one another. And in the market, when I did a research, once we are done with the project, I found that normally such a machine costs like $10,000 in the market, and even more than that. But our machine was made in a mere $750, so that is definitely an achievement for us.
And have you ever published your research paper?
Yes, 2.
2, that's so good. And did ever you won?
Yes, I won the first prize at the All Pakistan Research Paper Contest, which included people of the postgraduate level as well.
So what was research paper about?
The paper that won the first prize was, I basically wrote about my final year project, and I also took up some surveys and did some research afterward. The research, I'm very grateful to Shaukat Khanum Memorial Hospital, who provided me with a lot of people who filled up the survey form and, gave us their feedback and views about the machine. And the cost comparisons between the international brands, the functionality difference between all the machines available in the market and ours. And basically it was revolving around the machine and some other research that I took.
And where do you see yourself in the near future?
Inshallah, Nobel Prize winner.
And this is your aim?
Yes, inshallah.
What inspired you to be who you are today?
What inspired me? I think it's my parents, their guidance that made me what I am today. I never planned to be a person I am today. Whatever came forward, I took it up. Destiny made itself for me. Just hoped and tried, and alhamdulillah was successful.
What is your most memorable moment you cherish to this date?
Memorable moments are many. Something that I would like to tell here about is the time I got 4 GPA in my 7th semester. It is for the first time in biomedical engineering, and everybody was quite surprised, at 4 GPA. Even I was quite surprised, and that was really a lovely time for me when I took my mark sheet and I saw the 4 on that. That was definitely awesome for me.
We see number of active students nowadays rising to bring a change. Who's better in your opinion, a bookworm or a street smart?
I think they should be mediocre. It should be balanced. You should never be, just exceeding your limits in anything. You should be mediocre. A balanced person definitely can control the others. But I think the biggest thing is he should have the qualities of a leader. Because many people lack those qualities. We don't want politics. We don't want fighting with one another. What we want here is leadership, to lead the others in a proper manner, in the right direction.
Considering the city and country situations, students are distracted and mind-boggled. They are not even able to stand firm on their platforms. How can we provide them a stable platform free of distractions?
I think youth are distracted a lot. They've got hot blood and they are known to be distracted. So I think what they need is such a platform where their skills will be polished and, that what they get attracted to should be provided to them, but within limits. And we've got many such organizations who are working for the sake of the youth. So there are some things, even the PDC, the Pakistan Debate Council, that's something that polishes the abilities of the student and gives him that what he likes. He gets a chance to take part and something that polishes him as well.
What do you think the extracurricular activities play their role in making a person's personality?
They polish him. He learns how to speak, he learns teamwork, he learns how to be a leader depending on what he plays. If he's a sportsman, you can believe that he has the teamwork skills. And if he's, for example, a group leader or a team leader, for example, if he's a captain of a team, we can easily understand that he has the leadership qualities, he has those skills, experience in them.
And the sportsman spirit.
Exactly.
Counts. And does this extracurricular activity affects the studies?
No, depends on how a person takes it. Just like I said before, you should be mediocre. You should not cross your limits in anything. Doing extracurricular activities doesn't mean that you just do that 24/7. You need to balance your time. And I think if a person can have time management in the proper manner, he could do a lot of.
There are many platforms serving for students, as you have said. What do you think, what role they are playing in the society?
Of course, they polish the youth of today. Our youth, like I said before, they do run after activities. They do run after some other stuff, right? And if they're not provided, they go in the wrong direction. So to save the youth, we need to give them what they want, give them what they need, but in a proper manner, in a guided manner, so that they don't get distracted, but yet their skills are polished.
Students are being diverted from studies and are showing less and less interest every day. How do you see the situation? How can we overcome this problem in your opinion? After all, students are the building blocks of our country welfare, aren't they?
Exactly, the students are. I think it's very important for the parents and the teachers to handle their students in a diplomatic manner. Like just I said before, we've got a lot of youth students here and youth tend to be distracted very easily. So maybe we could include such, because I think recently there are a lot of creative studies and all taking place where students are polished in the manner of understanding things. So maybe we could introduce something like that. We should also, like I said before, practice diplomacy, because of course a youth tends to go out of hand if you just be too strict with him. With diplomacy, we can easily control the students, save them from getting distracted and let them learn what's important for them.
You have achieved many achievements yet, and yet to be achieved more. What have you learned up to now?
Well, I think yes, I've learned a lot. Failures do come in way of success, but it never means that you should give up. You should keep trying. I think it's very bad when people just sit and lose hope. You should never lose hope. You should try, because once you try, you really can rise high. And failures are a part of success. They are the building blocks of success. In fact, I would just quote a saying that a loser, is not one who falls, but one who falls and cannot rise again. So simply, I think what I've learned here is to be hopeful. Win or lose, you play the game.
That's the main part, that failure isn't the path of success.
Exactly.
The main part. What advice you want to offer to similar youth out there?
Well, just keep trying, understand your skills and try to polish them. Never let your qualities go in vain. Every person is born with some ability. He has God-gifted talents. So what they need to is to find that and then polish them, because indeed that can take them to heights. So that's my advice for youth. Never let yourself go in waste. Every person is talented. Every person is capable. And in his particular field, he just needs to find that out and work to polish that.
Thank you so much for coming in our
You're
segment.
welcome.
That was all for the day. Thank you.